Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a boss elf from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So we're going to start in the middle of our page. We're going to draw a circle for the nose. Starting from the top, we'll come around towards the bottom, and then circle back up towards the top. From here, let's layer in the eyes behind the nose. So these are basically two ovals that are tucked in behind the nose. Starting from the middle, we're going to come up to the top of the left eye, and then come down the side, and then just tuck it in behind the nose. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Again, starting from the middle, go up to the top of the eye, circle around to the side, and then the bottom, tucking that in behind the nose. In the center of these ovals, we're going to draw the pupils. So on the left side, we're going to draw a circle, and then on the right side, we'll draw a circle. And we're going to color those eyes in black. Below the nose, we're going to draw a curve for the mouth. So the mouth is about the same width as the nose. So we're going to start on the left side, curving up towards the nose, and then back down on the right side. From here, we're going to draw the sides of the cheek, coming down to the tip of the beard. So we're going to draw the beard down to here, and it's going to be a point. So on the side of the nose, we're going to curve around the mouth, leaving a small gap, and coming down towards the center. We're going to go back up to the right side and draw a curve, just going on the outside of the mouth on the right side there. And then coming down to a point. We're just going to draw the edge of the beard just below the mouth. So we're just going to draw a curve from left to right, going across. From here, we're going to draw in the edge of the hat. So on the left side here, just below the eye line, on the left, we're going to draw a curve going above the eyes, just touching the edge of the eye. And then coming down on the right side. I want to sort of make sure that the length and the space is the same on both sides here. From the ends, we're going to curve down the sides of the cheek towards the chin. Now we're going to bring the chin line just down to the edge of that beard. Starting on the left, we curve around, and then just pull that in to the beard line. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So we're going to curve in the opposite direction, curving down, and then in. From here, let's layer in some ears. So from this corner where the hat meets the cheek, we're going to curve up and out. So it's got a nice bend going out this way. On the right, we'll do the same thing. From here, we're going to draw the sides of the ear coming down to the earlobes. So from the top on the left, we're going to curve in and then down. And as we get towards the bottom, we're just going to curve in the opposite direction and tuck it in behind the cheek. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving in and down. And then we're going to round out the earlobe and tuck it in behind the cheek. From here, let's draw in the hat. So basically, we're going to draw two curves going up towards the middle to a point. So on the left side here, we're just going to let the ears overlap the hat just a little. So from that point, we're going to step over towards the left, curving up and in towards the middle. We'll do the same thing on the right. So we're going to curve down, just making sure we're just right of that point. Curving down and right behind the ear. Let's add a little band on top of the hat. So right up here, we're going to draw a curve from left to right, going across. And we're going to draw another curve just below it to create a nice thick band. Let's work our way down the body. So we're going to start with the collar first. So we're going to start on the side of the chin here and curve underneath the beard. So we're going to curve down and then just pull this up. We'll do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the outside, we'll curve down and then up in behind the beard. Let's draw in this coat. So from the bottom of the collar here on the left side, we're going to curve down and sort of spread it outwards. So it's going out this way. On the right, we'll do the same thing. So curving out and then down. We'll connect those 2 points with the curve for the bottom of the coat. Curving down in the middle and back up on the right side. Let's add a little belt across the belly here. So we're going to take this curve and just duplicate it slightly above. Going across from left to right. Now we're going to make the belt quite thick, so we're going to go up a little bit higher and then draw that same curve going across. In the middle, we're going to draw on the belt buckle. So on the left side of center and the right side, we're going to draw a straight line coming down. Now for the inside of the buckle, we just want to trace the outer perimeter of the square on the inside. Just keeping an even space all the way across. Let's add the center of the coat. So from the center of this beard, we're going to draw two lines coming down to the top of the belt buckle. At the bottom of the belt buckle, we're just going to continue that with two short lines coming down. Now let's draw on the legs. So we've got some really thin legs that come down underneath this coat. So on the left side here, we're going to draw two equal length lines. We're going to leave a space in the middle, and then draw two more lines coming down. Across the bottom for the top of the boot, we're just going to draw a straight line going across, and it's going to overlap and just extend beyond the thickness of the leg. From the inside, we're just going to draw a straight line coming down on both sides. Now we want to draw the boot. So the boot from the heel is going to go across the bottom of the foot and then just swirl around at the toe. So starting at the heel, we're going to go across towards the toe. Now we just want to do a little swirl. We curve up and then just swirl it back in like that. On the side of that swirl, right up here, we're going to curve up into the side front of the boot. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So we're going to curve first the bottom of the foot. Now we're going to swirl it around. Go up and swirl it in. Now from the edge of that boot, we're going to curve down to the side of that swirl. Curving across like that. Let's finish this off with the arms. So we're going to start with the inside of the arm first. So about halfway down the body, right here, we're going to draw the inside edge. So curving down. We're going to curve the cuff. So from here, we're just going to curve upwards and towards the left. From here, we're just going to curve back up underneath the collar. So we're going to go a little bit narrower as we come up. So curving in. For the cuff of the sleeve, we're going to take this corner and just round out an edge, curving out towards the left. And at the bottom, we're going to curve in the opposite direction. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve. Now before I draw the hand, let's go to the right side and draw this side of the arm first. So halfway down the body, right here, I'm going to curve the inside part of the arm. Now we're going to draw in the cuff for the width of the arm. Now I'm going to curve the outside of the arm. So up to here, we want to see that little space there and just duplicate it on the right side. Curving across to the cuff. And then we're just going to round out the cuff on both sides. And then we're going to connect those two ends with a curve. Let's finish off with the little fingers. So right underneath the sleeve, we're going to have the thumb and the fingers sort of overlapped on top of each other. So from that corner, we're going to step over towards the left, and we're just going to draw a little curve like that. For the fingers, I'm going to curve around the thumb, and then we're going to round out the finger and pull this back up. Now we're just going to do a series of overlaps here. So at the end of this finger, we're going to curve around, and then one more time, we're just going to come to the side of this finger and curve underneath the cuff. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So right here, just right of that corner, we're just going to do a little curve like this. We're going to curve around the thumb, and we're going to round up the finger, and then pull that back up. And we're going to layer the second finger in behind. So right here, we're going to curve up, and then the final finger right down here will curve up underneath the cuff. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the boss elf from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.